Hello to all. People talk about Judgment Day. It sounds like a very scary term. Judgment Day. Well, it's often a title for a movie. It's going to be a scary movie. So there's a fascinating midrash. The midrash tells us that you should know all ilanei serak, all non-fruit producing trees are going to be judged on Judgment Day, biyom hadin. That's what we are told. So next time you drive down the street and you see uh, a tree that does not produce fruit, have some rachmanis on it. But I don't really think that that's what the midrash is telling us. Humans are compared to trees. Ha'adam etz hasadeh, we are told, and the rabbis read into it that there's a lot you could learn about humans from analyzing trees. I had a teacher in 7th grade that used to say that when you have a young tree and it's still flexible, you could go ahead and allow it to grow in a specific direction. And they could do all kind of fascinating things with young trees. A tree that's been around for a long time, it's very, very hard or perhaps impossible to change. And the teacher was telling us 7th graders that when you're young, you could change your personality. You could work on yourself. It's far more difficult as you get older. Ha'adam etz hasadeh. So what the midrash regarding Judgment Day for non-fruit producing trees is perhaps telling us is that, we are all trees, but we're here to produce fruit. We're here to provide good to the world. We're here to have a positive impact. And therefore, a tree that is simply doing none of that, not providing for others, is going to be judged. And it's fundamental for us to remember we could do so much good in our life. Incredible acts, studying our tradition, committing ourselves to a relationship to the higher being, chesed, right? What we could do for others, to pick up the phone or to write an encouraging email to someone else. That's an act of chesed. That's fruit. And that's fruit we should be proud of. And that's what the Midrash wants us to walk away with. On today, Tu B'Shvat, we consider it Rosh Hashanah Le'ilanot. Obviously, the trees are not aware of it. We are, and we are to be inspired by it. We're also here to be inspired by those who provided the fruit for others. Today is the first yahrzeit of my dear friend of Pesach, Forman. And if we talk about people who provided fruit for others, literally provided for others, I think of Rav Pesach because this shul congregation B'nai Torah owes a tremendous amount of hakaras hatov to Rav Pesach for his commitment for many, many decades. I personally have had the privilege of having a very close relationship, and I have personal hakaras hatov. Rav Pesach came to Baruch Hashem, a few of the children's weddings, a very close kesher, a person I considered a very close friend. I looked up to him, I was inspired by him, a man of fruit. And I have no doubt that when, just as a tree, when it produces fruit, the fruit has seeds and could continue in perpetuity to give fruit to the world. Bezrat Hashem, when it comes to the Forman family, they should merit indeed for many years a lot of nachas and continue being those providers of fruit to the world and be inspired by a very special person. It should be a wonderful Tu B'Shvat, a meaningful one, and we should hear good news. Bye-bye.